It's easy as pie to use the Mopit, whereas I gotta put my back into it when I use a mop.
When anybody does a hard comparison between using the old mop and bucket and the Mopit, it's an easy sell for us.
A mop is super gross. It carries so much bacteria, it looks disgusting. No one wants to use it. There's a lot of big spills out in our dining room, and so grabbing the Mopit real quick, it's quick and easy to clean up and nobody's gonna slip and fall.
Using a mop on the floor is kind of gross. I mean, it definitely drags germs around. You get the dirt, most of the time you can't get it all off. Not to mention you gotta wring it out and then you gotta put it back on the floor. And so any mop water that's there, it's still gonna be nasty. Using the Mopit, you don't have to worry about that. Everything gets sucked up and it can be taken care of later, rather than carrying this dirty, germ-infested mop around.
There's no way that a traditional mop can keep up with the 1200 RPM brush speed on the Mopit. It just digs down deep and grabs the dirt and grime off your floor and leaves your floor dry.
You think about the movies, like when somebody pulls their shoe up and it's got that gross sticky stuff, that's how our restaurant is lots of the time, and it's something that you can't help. When you use a mop, you have to scrub it. You have to put your back into it, you have to get the chemicals ready, mix it all in a bucket, wheel that stupid bucket around everywhere. It's time consuming, and it's hard, and it's not enjoyable, and it stinks up the back room. Seriously, so many cons of using a mop. When you use the Mopit, you flip the switch, and it goes. And you just push it, and that's all you have to do.
What I really like about it is that I can get the floors clean without disrupting our guests and their experience. I work mostly day shift, which means we get a lot of construction workers that come in for lunch. With them comes mud, dirt, rocks. You have to take time not only to clean it up, but to cover all your bases, put your wet floor signs out, watch it so no one goes around it and slips. With the Mopit, it's done. As soon as you're pushing that thing, it's drying right behind it.
Instead of having this sticky floor all day that you kind of almost expect at a restaurant, you have this solution to clean it up quickly and effectively, and you just have a nice clean floor. So that stickiness that comes from lemonade or Coca-Cola or whatever it is, it's really nice to get that up as quick as possible so the guests don't have to clean their shoes when they get home.
The Mopit has changed how we do everything here.
When I pull the mop out, I have to wipe up the floor, pull out the sign, and let it dry, and literally guests can't go over there or they'll slip. But when we use the Mopit, we push it across the ground and it leaves nothing behind it.
The customer service is amazing. It's awesome to deal with these guys, and I've had a great experience, nothing but great things to say.
When our lease customer has a machine go down and we're responsible for the parts, we eat that cost. We're driven to find and create the highest quality parts at the lowest possible cost, and we pass that on to buyers as well. We take care of our customers because they're our business. They mean a lot to us.
All the Mopit 5s come with a lithium battery now. It has an hour runtime. Whenever you're not using the machine, plug it into the wall, it'll be ready for the next use.
The Mopit is actually cheaper than a normal mop, and that's amazing considering how effective it is.
Normally we'd have to pay for chemicals and mop heads and the labor to use it. Having a tool like this makes a big difference. It makes it so much easier for my employees to do their job.
When you think about it, you don't get much cheaper than a mop and a bucket, but when you count the costs of the chemical and the time spent mopping, like it really is cheaper to get a Mopit. And when I learned that this high-tech machine that does a better job than the traditional solution was cheaper, it just blew me away.
Once you use the Mopit, you never go back.
The first time I used the Mopit, I knew I was never going back to a normal mop again. The Mopit is so much more fun, so much more effective that I will never go back.
So secretly, when something spills, you'll see me run into the back to grab the Mopit. Like, I got first dibs on it, so I can clean up the mess. It's that fun to use. So.
Using the Mopit's actually kind of fun. They spill a shake up front, I'm like, baby, yeah, got it. It's true, actually.
This is a brilliant invention.
The Mopit has been a dream.
Once you've used the Mopit, you will never go back to those dingy mop heads again.
Hallelujah, Mopit.